Okay, here we are back in Sentinels, the Multiverse. So, quick detour before we get on with the show. The Best of Times Chrono Ranger is now in-game. So, in case you're wondering what I'm trying to say is, I'm doing this one day later than usual. I wasn't able to record yesterday, so I wasn't able to get to this one, but this is Level Up Leo's Trap. And I'm wondering if this is the form that the team games are going to take from the near future on. Basically where we'll get a team of heroes who have nemesis that aren't like necessary standalone team villains, but nemesis inside the team villain decks. This one is all about Visionary, in case you're wondering. So, he was just an ordinary man living an ordinary life until one day, something changed. Seemingly out of nowhere, a mysterious sharp pain coursed through his body like he had been stabbed. The pain quickly faded, but it left a splinter in his mind, a yearning that became a drive, that became an unstoppable mission. The assistant and the train, they were essential, yes, and the psychic, she was the catalyst. Our man was no longer ordinary, he was at the next level. Now, he sets his plan in motion to ensnare hero and villain both. So, I don't know if this is supposed to be the description of Leo setting up the trap or what exactly. As for what it is, you'll see in a second, but just be aware this is a villain team game, so we're looking at 3 rounds before I wrap this up. Expect this to fly by. All aboard, the Fright Train's a-comin'. I have foreseen the consequences of this conflict. I was kind of wishing this would be Visionary Unleashed, but you do need this one for this one. So, we'll go over everything after they do their setup. He's going to pull out Engine of Destruction, deals more, takes more, +1. Unshackled Destiny comes out because she starts with 1 ongoing, and Sergeant Steel, or she starts with 2 ongoings maybe, because Internal Collapse. And then Sergeant Steel pulls the Mega Gunner and the Espion Agent, the Heavy and the Spy. Major Flay enters the fray. And I'll explain him in a second because he's the linchpin to this whole freaking puzzle. Okay. So, Major Flay. At the end of Fright Train's turn, he hits the hero target with the highest HP for 2 lightning damage, but if Visionary's in the game, then villain ongoing cards are indestructible. So this is very important for misinformation because her stuff is supposed to destroy itself at the end of the turn. So this one, if a villain target would, well, if a target would be reduced to 0 or fewer, it's nullified and then this card is destroyed. So this means no one can die. Period. And then the Internal Collapse is also present, which will destroy our equipment if it comes out. But the flip side is, as long as something is destroyed, everyone gets to take 1 card out of their trash. So this we're going to use to feed some cards into Divine Focus. Anyway, for Visionary, we want to get Demoralization out so we can kill the Major Flay on the next turn. And the key to this is you want to give this power to Fanatic, because the only way to actually kill something, particularly Major Flay, we're going to get rid of Chastise, by the way, is you need something that will destroy him without sending him to 0 damage. So you're looking at Blackout, Wrathful Gaze, or, in this case, Final Dive. So she pulls Memory Loss, which will cause her to lash out at everyone. Endless Possibilities is if she pulls a 1-shot, she hits everything for 2, otherwise it goes in play. So everyone gets to move their top card to the bottom, which is the TK Cocoon, Divine Focus, and Riveting Crane. And then the Internal Collapse cannot be destroyed because of Major Flay. Now, for Fanatic, we want to play the Zealous Offense. Now, you do have the option of not using a power because this should be indestructible. Like, or wait, this is only villain ones, isn't it? Okay, so yeah, you want to hit yourself to save that. So, Resolute. We pull Divine Focus, and we're going to give this power play to Mr. Fixer because he does damage with his power. And then we want to smack Fright Train. Basically because he takes more damage. So we got Divine Focus, which means we can sacrifice a card to deal damage, but you don't want to do that yet. So out comes the Infiltrationist, which is the Scout. So is it Mega Gunner that deals more? That's interesting. Still have Visionary take it because we want... That sucks. We want Fixer to be the highest hit points because we get to use one of my favorite stance cards, or style cards, I guess. And do we want to do this now? Let's see. For her, we're going to get... You need to save this and this. These are the two important cards. The other three are expendable. So we get 3 shots. We're going to hold fire. So you want to play Driving Mantis. If you're not familiar, this means if you take 2 or less damage, you get to redirect this to a target of your choice, in most cases Fright Train. And then we are going to go ahead and hit him, since we still get the +1. So out comes Bloody Knuckles, which we'll throw away when we get the opportunity. So this is the last time we're going to skip. Out comes the Stout Barrel, which plays the Explosives Wagon. So, guess what, folks? Goodbye, Aegis. So we'll shoot Fright Train for 4. So right here, he's going to smack Fixer. So all players want to discard because Fixer wants to keep his Pipe Wrench if possible. Now granted, you could get it back out from the trash if you really wanted to. It's just, the toolbox is also very, very handy. So we'll go down the line. We want to get rid of Suggestion because that's not a very good card in villain mode. We will get rid of Smite the Transgressor. We'll get rid of Bloody Knuckles, even though it doesn't matter because Fixer is getting his card back. He hits Visionary real solidly. And this one, due to the Explosives Wagon, we can't redirect it, so I'm going to have Fanatic take it for now. So right here, we're going to take some damage from the Mega Gunner. But Major Flay is going to get hit for 3 because of the Explosives Wagon, plus the Nemesis bonus. As for the discard, we're going to get rid of Holy Nova so we can shoot Fright Train one more time. And doing that was a bad move, I'd say, because now Sergeant Steel is going to be the highest hit points when we play this Psychic Maelstrom. So keep in mind, Flay, he cannot be killed because of Unshackled Destiny, and you want him to be at 4 hit points anyway. So this is going to lash out, it's going to knock these guys down to 1 hit point each, and we'll mop them up on the coming turns. As you can see here, order doesn't matter, but it will shortly. So we want to give this power to Fanatic so she can keep getting cards. We will discard Sanctifying Strike. So notice Sergeant Steel is the highest hit points right now. Since I can get 2 shots off, I'm going to go ahead and take the 4 damage. It's going to benefit me more. So he takes 2, I take 4, yeah. Twisted Reality, so we can't use powers anymore. So top card goes to bottom, which is Demoralization, Embolden. As for the Twisted Reality, that will go away on its own, kind of. So I'm thinking I can get rid of the... Where's the... Barrel has 2. That's actually going to work out then. So for the first target, we want to bind the Explosives Wagon, and the second one we want to bind the Mega Gunner. So right here, I need these 2 cards. So we're going to skip. We do not want to take the damage. We're going to use Final Dive to grab Major Flay. Then we're going to throw him into Fright Train for 6 damage. So we can't use a power, but we can play a card, like Consecrated Ground. So with this one, you want to hit the barrel first to destroy... Or wait. You want to destroy the internal collapse. We could actually get rid of this one. Because the internal collapse won't really be a problem, so let's get rid of Twisted Reality, I'm thinking. That will let Fixer use his Pipe Wrench. Yeah, Twisted Reality's gone. Okay, so you want to hit the barrel first, because that's going to destroy Unshackled Destiny. Then we want to kill the Espion Agent. Can't do anything because of Zealous. Then we want to hit the Infiltrationist. And that's that. So the Field Inventor comes out. So yeah, we'll hit Fright Train. Sustain the portal's going to destroy the barrel. We're not going to discard. We don't really have any reason to. Now, order here is not going to matter from the look of it. Then we get to redirect this, which we can send into Fright Train. He will die on Visionary's turn, then. Doing some quick math. Yeah, that's fine. So, right here, Fixer's gonna get hit hard. He's still the highest, so he's gonna get hit a second time. We can then Mind Spike. I want to kill Sergeant Steele more than Misinformation. So for the cards, he has stuff. I'm going to have Fanatic draw. Wrathful Retribution and Brutal Censure. We're going to get rid of that. Just keep in mind I don't actually have enough cards to use the Wrathful just yet. Out comes Heroes Unallied. Top card goes to bottom. Heroes Unallied causes you to, yeah, we'll bind the Explosives Wagon. Whenever you want to deal damage to a villain target, it's going to get redirected into a hero target, so let me show you. So, the Explosives Wagon's going to complicate things. So if I do this, it's going to swing over to Fixer. Fixer should still be able to redirect this, though. Oh no, he's not the highest. So let's get rid of that then. Aw, man. Works off that one too. That's lame. So Visionary has to draw a new hand. Battle Medic, so he's gonna pull the Mega Gunner then. Oh no, he pulled the Field Inventor. So let's see, if I do the Hoist Chain, Out comes the Stout Barrel. Temporal event's gonna bring out the portal. So... this is gonna die, so you wanna make sure you hit this one last. Well... almost last. So you wanna hit her first. Him. For the sake of it, we're gonna hit this. I genuinely don't care about the barrel, so we're gonna destroy this. Now this deals less damage, which I can redirect into her. So now the question is, do I want to put something on her trash? Because Heroes and Allied is tempting, because I can have a Brutal Censure go into Fixer. Actually, I don't even have that anymore. I could precognition her deck. What does she have left? Yeah, I think I'm going to use the suggestion to get this out of her trash. And we'll get that one. Top of the deck will be Heroes and Allied. Fanatic drew Undaunted and Absolution. Redirect this back into her. Actually, that may have been a bad move because she can play a card now. So there goes Absolution and the Hoist Chain. So my big concern here, I can do Bloody Knuckles, but that means I'll take more. I could Grease Gun to block more damage. The thing is, I want to have this effect go off into Fixer so I can redirect 2 damage into her. So I'm going to try Divine Sacrifice. So if I use my power, I'm dead. So does she have something that can... Okay, so I can destroy this by not taking any action. Skip, skip. There's the jackhammer. Water trough. So I'd say she's the most expendable here. Then you can either hemorrhage her or mind spike, it doesn't really matter. So that one came pretty close to the wire. But the whole gimmick to this one is the whole binding thing. I don't know if that's like an unwinnable situation if you don't have the Sentinels, Ra, Vision, or Fanatic, or any of the other ones who have instant destruction cards. It very well could be, I'm not entirely sure, but that's why it's called Level Up Leo's Trap. So with that one we have our obligatory villain team mode out of the way. It wasn't a challenge, but that's because Misinformation and Sergeant Steel don't have those yet. So, let's see, it's too early for a core game. I don't know what to anticipate for next week. With all the Extreme Prime Wardens out, I'd kind of expect something involving them. Not sure. But anyway, that's it for now. I'm the Hero of Light. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.